boy, Ferocious Mgtow. I said, let me turn the camera on and just start talking. I think I got some good information to share with you guys. This is the next day. I'm still on my way to Freeport. Look at the highways, just wide open. I love this. I can like really work my mojo with none of these cars in the way. I ain't gotta worry. But anyway, let me get to the subject. From the last couple of videos, I was telling you guys if you wanted to enjoy some basically free entertainment, is to subscribe to one of the dating apps, pay for a month, put up a nice profile, and then write you a really nice about me page. You know what I mean? And just enjoy all of the desperate feminists that's gonna be flooding your inbox. You know what I mean? And it's just hours and hours of free entertainment. So on that note, I was talking with one of the free entertainment that called me last night. 49-year-old. She's working from home. She does something with stocks or whatever. She does a lot of stuff for some company, and she's at home, bored out of her mind. So she called me, and we're talking. So now we started to get into the thick of things of her life. You know what I mean? So come to find out, she was married to a guy that she didn't love. Now this is like the most bizarre shit in the world. Why would you marry a man you really didn't love, and who didn't love you? But I digress. Not only they didn't love each other, they had 2 kids. I'm like, so you just gonna compound the problem, huh? And the kids are 5 years apart, which really makes it bizarre. If it wasn't working out for the first child, why would y'all continue staying together for 5 years and then turn around and bring another child into this complicated mess? Okay? My man got multiple side chicks, and I said, so why did you stay with the man? He got chicks calling the crib. He don't come home from work. He taking vacations, and his job is not the type of job to take many vacations. He going to Vegas for the weekend. He ain't even got that kind of job. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so why'd you just allow that? And she said, because I grew up without my father, and I wanted my kids to have their father in their life, so I just basically let him do whatever he wanted to do. As long as he came home sometime, that was good enough for me. I said, but from what you're saying, it sounds like he wasn't a father at all to the kids. So yeah, he was there. He was a good, and she said, well, basically he was a good provider, but he didn't provide the boys with no doggone instructions. So both of these dudes, based off of when I asked her, well, explain to me, what kind of men you raised. Come to find out, both these boys, I shouldn't say boys, both of these young men, because they, in 23 and 25, well, I think 25 and 27, something like that. Both of them are basically super simps. They got a freaking SS on their chest. Super simp. Okay? So I'm like, okay, explain to me about the oldest boy. He married one of his college sweethearts or whatever. He was captain or whatever, leader of one of the fraternities. I don't know which one. So I guess the chick was pressuring him to get married because she figured, hey, this dude's he a good catch. He got his bachelor's, then went straight through, got his master's. And so she went on, start applying that pressure. Pressure will always bust a pipe. He caved like a simp that he is and married the chick, even though, irregardless of the fact that he wanted children. And this chick openly said she didn't want no children. So why would you marry a woman when you want children and she openly telling you that she don't? This is the type of woman that'll kill your baby. When she realizes she's pregnant and she trying to live her best life, while you at work, she'll be somewhere having an abortion and never tell you. Take the shit to her grave. So, it had me heated. You know what I mean? You done raised two super simps. And dude didn't really want to be in the marriage. He just stayed to provide for the kids, but he didn't give them no instruction. So they don't know how to deal with women. They're just being taken advantage of. And I hate to see good men taken advantage of. That's like my pet peeve. I hate to see that. I be wanting to grab them and just shake the shit out of them. Give them a goddamn concussion. That's CTM shit. Like, wake up, man. You are a phenomenal dude. You one of a kind. You know what I mean? You a king. You're smart. You ain't never been in trouble with the law. You ain't a druggie. You don't drink. And then you set up here with this chick, and she basically dictates everything to this man. So she went on to say that the woman, they're not compatible, which of course we know that already. She's more of a adventurous, daredevil, risk taker type chick. You know what I mean? She the kind want to go on vacation and parasail and jump out of helicopters and planes and skydive. She want to do bungee jumping off a bridge and whitewater rafting. She want to swim with the sharks inside the cage. I'm like, man, where the hell do you get this black woman from? Shit, who the hell she grew up with? You know what I mean? But anyway, he not into all that stuff. So, that's going to cause a conflict. He want to stay on the boat where it's safe. She want to be out there swimming with the sharks. You know what I mean? And this is the woman you picked as your wife to try to have a baby with. This woman probably can't even carry a baby. She done been doing all this adventure stuff her whole life, and she probably can't even carry a baby. And showed up, that's what I was thinking. And then the lady I'm talking to say, well, they've been trying for 5 years to have a baby, no success. I said, that's probably why. She probably was an extreme skateboarder. She probably did BMX, bike ramp jumping and skateboard tricks, and she probably was doing ice skating and playing football with the boys coming up. So now they can't have no baby because he finally, been begging and whining and complaining to her. So she gave in and said, okay, I'll give you one baby or whatever. But now they can't have no baby. And now he's stuck with this female. And she told her, which is her mother-in-law, well, we have a baby. Your son, he gonna have to stay home. He gonna have to be a stay-at-home dad and take care of the baby because I'm gonna work. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, that is the most absurd thing I ever heard. My man is an assistant principal at a high school. So he making decent money, and he in school to get his PhD. So he gonna either be a principal at some school somewhere, or assistant dean or a dean at a junior college, or he might even get tenure and be a professor at some university. She wants this caliber of man to stay home and become a stay-at-home dad. And I'm like, well, what the hell she do? Like she's some type of engineer. Well, shit, they basically make about the same amount of money. Why he gotta stay home? And she was like, I don't know. I really want to talk to him, but I'm like, well, at this point, the man 27 years old, you should have been talking to him when he was 7. You should have been explaining to him the treacherous and monkey branching and hypergamous nature of women when he was 7, 8, 9, 10. And by the time he got in college, he had some idea of the nature of women, and he wouldn't have failed for this trap, because he's truly trapped now. And then the other son, let me pivot to the other son, he just the opposite. He a little bit more hardcore, but he's still a super simp too, because his wife don't work, sits on her butt all day, dirty house, won't cook for the man, barely give him any sex. They got one child together. She don't even really take care of the child like she's supposed to. I'm like, oh my God. Well, he's in love with her. Ain't that much love in the freaking universe. Woman can't cook you nothing to eat. You go out and battle the forces that be to carve out a living for you and your family with all that stress that you got to put up with, and then come home to peanut butter and jelly or bologna sandwiches that you make yourself? Man, please. I had that woman stuff on the curb so fast she wouldn't know what happened. I'm like, wow. So I told her point blank, I said, so basically you raised two simps, huh? She was like, no, I ain't do that. Yeah, you did. You raised two simps. I did the best I could. I'm like, yeah, okay. Now you can't even really go, because if you try to go to them women and talk to them, she said, well, maybe I should go to them women and tell them, maybe they should treat they, respect what they have and have some appreciation for these men. Good men are hard to find and blah, blah, blah. So if you try to go to them women right now, they gonna basically put you in your place because you putting your nose in their business. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna convince their sons that you was in the wrong, and then they gonna come against you too. They gonna do whatever it takes to just smell that snatch. So if that woman say, hey, you either put your mama in check, or I ain't gonna never let you smell this snatch no more. Them niggas gonna come put their mama in check. But they wanna smell that snatch every now and then. Once every quarter. Probably got them on a once every quarter. I'm gonna let you smell it. Can't touch it. But that's what we're dealing with. Feminist women raise super simps. So the younger feminist women will have men to marry, because red pill men, we ain't going. We not going. Plain and simple. Just to show you the contrast, I raised my son, I started telling him about female nature when he was 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up until he got his first girlfriend in high school. And let me just share this little story with y'all, and then we had 13 minutes, and then I'll go on and get off and let you guys go back to y'all quarantine. He got his first girlfriend, right? Now, I had been telling him about red pill philosophy and the nature of women ever since he was 7. So, of course he believed me because I'm his dad, and he looked up to me, he loved me, you know what I'm saying? He trusts what I'm saying. But he hoping that and praying that on the subject of women that I'm incorrect, because he had got to the age where he started to, feel that little butterflies in his stomach when he sees certain girls. He's like, oh man, she fine, whatever. So he snagged his first girlfriend, and they was together for a few years. She was a real smart young lady, you know what I mean? She went to a top school in the city of Chicago. My son went to one of the top schools. He was captain of the wrestling team. He was president of the Black Entrepreneurs Association. President 2 years in a row. He was vice president 1 year. He was co-captain of the wrestling team for 2 years, and he was captain for 2 years. Good grades, just all out, all around, good, wholesome, strong, educated young man, right? Anybody would be proud to have him as a son. So he get his first girlfriend, and I think maybe in his junior year. And so since he was so credentialed, the girl's mother was like approving of him. So the girl's mother used to go over to my ex-wife's house and bring the girl, and then her and my ex-wife became friends, and they'd be in the kitchen, drinking coffee or tea or whatever, and talking shit, I'm sure, and leave my son and the girl in the living room so they can kind of, fraternize a little bit. So that went on for like hell a year, and then I don't know if my son ever smashed her, because every time I ask him, he's like, Dad, that's personal or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever, man. I respect your boundaries, whatever, because I'm sure one day you'll tell me. So I left it alone. But then when they got closer to graduating, they was both in 12th grade at the same time, but even though they went to different schools. So he was going to the Navy because I didn't want him to go out here. He didn't really know what he wanted to do or whatever. So I didn't want him to go to college and just started, incurring all this student loan debt with the whole scam of that. So I said, we can go to the Navy, then we can try to grow up a little bit. We can figure out what we want to do with our life. I said, she's going, she got accepted to go to, I think, Mizzou in the University of Missouri, right? He going to the Navy. So I pulled him to the side one day and I told him, I said, hey, man, it might be a good idea for you to go and break it off with your girlfriend, because y'all gonna be in different parts of the planet and you can't watch her, and her mama been strict on her all these years. So I said, so when she gets to the University of Mizzou, she probably gonna go buck wild. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be effing out of both pants legs. I'm telling you, she probably gonna be letting dudes run trains on her. She gonna probably take down the football team or the wrestling team or the boxing team or the basketball team or something. But I guarantee you, the fraternity, the frat house gonna take her down, but somebody gonna take her down, because she was totally sheltered. So she could have went to DePaul, or I think she got accepted to go to Loyola and Northwestern. I think University of Chicago, and she picked Mizzou. So that let me know she didn't want to be nowhere near where her parents could see her activities. So based off of her choice of school, that gave me the idea that she wanted to be free and loose. So that means she don't want to be tied down to some dude in the service halfway around the world. So I told my son that, and he was like, Dad, I finally get me a girlfriend, and I like her, and she like me, and then you tell me to dump her? He looked at me like, man, are you crazy? Like, so he basically like, man, I ain't gonna do it. So I'm like, all right, son, it's cool. I said, more than likely she gonna dump you. I said, before the end of the summer, I guarantee she gonna dump you. Do you know that woman waited till after the prom? His prom, she went on his prom, then he turned around and went on her prom. Did I miss my stop? Slow down.
1.5 miles. Turn left on US 71.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Sorry about that. I want to make sure I don't miss my turn. So after they went on his prom first, then her prom. Then they both graduated, attended each other's graduation. They went to attend the parties after that. Then about a month after that, wasn't even the 4th of July yet, and she called him and dumped him. So of course, him being the man that he is, he had to call me and, break the news to me. He like, Dad? I'm like, yeah, what up, son? How you doing? Oh, everything good. I got something to tell you. So I'm thinking like, oh, shit, what is it? Man, he's like, man, I have to give it to you, Dad. You were right. I'm like, right about what? Because everything I ever told you I was right about. So what am I right? What am I actually right about now? So he said, man, she called me and dumped me this morning.
In a half mile, turn left on US 71.
So I like, how you feel about that? Like, I feel a certain kind of way, Dad, because you told me I should have dumped her first. I said, that's my boy. That's what I tried to tell you. You should have dumped her first, because I knew it was coming. Her mama probably put it in her head.
0.2 miles, turn left on US 71.
That girl didn't think of that on her own. Her mama thought of that. You know what I mean? He's like, man, I wish I would have dumped her first. I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. Now you free. Now you free as a bird for the summer. So go on and find you somebody else. So he found some other chick, and he approached that relationship totally different. he was a little bit more hardcore. He wasn't playing no games with that next chick. You know what I mean? He like, hey, you either go shit or get off the pot. So I think he busted down a couple times. I think that's who really got his virginity or whatever. So I was like, that's my boy. Then he went on to the service, and you know, the rest is history. He'll be coming home in a couple years. But just to show you the contrast, man, most of these dudes are super simps, and most of the women or girls or whatever are feminists. So know what you're getting yourself into, you know, when you're dealing with these chicks. That's the moral of the story. You know what I mean? Most of the chicks are feminists. They got feminist rhetoric. Even if you ask them, are they feminists, they're gonna say no. But when they open their mouth, you're gonna hear the feminist talking points verbatim. But if you ask them, are you a feminist? No. Yeah, right. But yeah, they saying everything that the feminists say on the fat, piggy-looking feminists with the blue-green hair, okay, that be on TV doing all that. Men ain't this, men ain't that. Same got doggone talking points. So I just want you guys to take heed to this and not be simps. Stand up to these women, you dig? Because if you don't, they're gonna run over you and destroy your life. They can care 2 cents about what you work for, how hard you work, what you're trying to build. They looking to tear down. That's what they're looking to do. And they don't care if they hurt you because they know they got the power of the state behind them. You know what I mean? If you want some get back, they'll call men with guns to show up that we call police to put you in check. Okay? So that's pretty much it, guys. We're at 21 minutes. Let me go and cut it off here. I'll catch up again tomorrow after I talk to the women tonight and see what other good information we're going to come across. But I hope you all like that or whatever. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it, because I'm sure they probably need to be red pill. You need to be getting some type of red pill content every day so you can be on top of your game when you meet these women in real time, so you don't be, you know, getting stuck when they try to pull their little flim flam, their little 3-card molly on, and you'll be able to react in real time like I can, you know? I love you guys. Stay safe, wash your hands, take your antivirals, okay? Avoid sick people. And if you're out of work, I would say seriously start looking into the trucking business. Start doing some research now while you got time on your hands. That way you can get out here and get some real money and ain't got to worry about missing a paycheck. I love you guys. Peace and hair grease.